Hey everyone, it's Polaris. I don't even know how to start this video. I honestly felt extremely called by spirit, by God, by source, whatever word you like to use, to make this video. And I mainly want to use myself as an example and my experiences. And if you're watching this video, I believe it's for you. I set the intention today to allow the universe to speak through me and to reach those who need to hear this message, because I believe that whoever hears this is going to resonate with this, and hopefully we can all do something together. I'm going to title this video, "To Change the World, You Have to Change Yourself." And where do I start? At least for me, I kind of went through a dark night of the soul again, seasonal depression, whatever you like to call it, but I definitely went through a really depressive episode, and thankfully I am more aware and I have amazing people in my life, so I was able to kind of stay grounded through it. But I really kind of went back into a cocoon, and I believe in divine timing, and I really felt like that time was meant for me to kind of really be grounded in life and to be present of what everything has been going on. I won't talk too much about what's going on in the world, but we all have access to the internet, and there's been crazy things happening. There's been so many things coming to the surface, so many things happening in the world, and it's starting to affect, at least me personally, it's affecting me day to day. I've been feeling angry about things that are going on. I also feel very sad. It's been making me feel really disconnected from people, and people also, I can tell, act differently. One example, people are like not polite. I want to say not everyone, right? Because there are people who come in that give me a glimpse of like, okay, I can still have faith in humanity, that people are kind, you know. But on average, a lot of people like that I've been experiencing kind of have more of a negative view and are kind of just what I would like to say in their own shells as well, because I know I'm on that end, and I'm aware of that. I've been trying to be conscious of it to get myself out of it. But like I said, I believe in divine timing, and I really feel like spirit was really trying to like keep me contained for a little bit and needed to work on me. But I kind of went through a remembering of who I am and who I, not necessarily who I want to be, but who, like I said, who I am to my core. Um, every day I have this card that I see that's in my room, and I read it every day because it's on my stand. That says, maybe the journey isn't about becoming anything, but about unbecoming, so you can be who you're meant to be in the first place. And that's how I believe this journey through life is. We come into this world, and I believe God, the universe, has a set plan for us, and we already know that plan, but we go through forgetting that, and this journey is to kind of find our way back to it. And I feel like right now, with everything happening in the world, as a collective, we're all remembering that we have a greater purpose here. Like, we're not just, I mean, yes, we're here to experience life, we're experience the love, the anger, the happiness, the bliss, and all the adventures that come with life. Experience smelling flower. That's why we have five senses, to hear things, to feel. There's so much here that's in this life that we get to experience together. And I lost my train of thought for a second. Hang on. It's completely gone. But we're all here to experience life. And I feel like we're in a stage in life where the internet right now has helped us to grow our awareness like further. Because I was thinking back on, like, you know, if we think of like our roots, right? Like if we think about like our ancestors, like they didn't have the internet. They had their fellow neighbors that they took care of. And I've been pondering that idea of like, man, life used to be simpler, I feel like. Like, we didn't have technology, we didn't have to go to a 9 to 5. You did your job with your community, um, and you helped each other, and you're a family at the end of the day, right? And there are going to be ups and downs, right? But at the end of the day, that was still an experience of life. And how we get to be here today with what we're experiencing right now, um, I believe, like I said, I'm going to say this a million times, everything happens for a reason. And I feel like this is happening because we're now able to see the world and be able to share our voice. I'm able to share my voice and be like, hey, all of us on this world can do something about it. And the way I think we do it is by changing ourselves. And it's baby steps, right? Showing love and compassion to people you see, saying a simple hello, asking someone how their day is, a compliment, helping someone who might need it, offering help, helping your fellow neighbor, treating people like your neighbors, and really coming back to a community. I know it can feel overwhelming, but even if you just help 10 people throughout your life, and then those people help 10 people, and who am I quoting right now? What's his name? Hang on, I'm looking at my bookshelf because I think I have his book up here. Um, I just want to get his name. Where is it? Oh, I see it. Maybe someone needs to read this book. Make your bed. What is his name? William H. McRaven? That's how you say it. He talks about that. If you help 10 people, then those people go on to help 10 people. That's you can eventually change the world by just your acts of kindness and how you help people, you know? Um, and it's pretty simple, guys. You just have to be the example. You have to live how you want others to act, really. It's kind of like the saying, like, treat others the way you want to be treated. Um, so, holding the door for people, it really can be as simple as that. Just bringing that awareness of I'm a human being, you're a human being, I see you, and I experience you. Letting people experience you and letting yourself experience them. Um, Even with people being like negative, I'll say, I try not to let it get to me. Um, and I think last week I talked about like letting myself call people out. Because, I mean, I don't know. I'm human, I guess. Um, but also remind myself to take it inward. I'm like, okay, well, how am I acting? And so I remind myself to slow down, talk to people. Sometimes people don't want to talk. And I'm like, you know what, that's fine. But at least I try. And you know what? Someone eventually will open up. And I eventually had a conversation um, with multiple people recently. And some of it I got to even talk about what's been going on in the world. And each of us were just like, there's only so much we can do. And let's just keep trying to live life. You know, we have gone many, many, many centuries as humans living life. Um, and I believe we will continue to do that. And that's where I get back to the point of that's why I'm so glad we have the internet because we get to see what's going on in the world and be able to help in whatever way we're able to. For me, I right now just feel like just talking about this and what we can do for ourselves can help that. And even though it's a little bit scary, I would like to talk more, not necessarily about all the details of my personal life, but how I have grown as a person. Because I've talked about this before on this channel, but if you're new, I have been through hell. I have been through hell, and I did not want to be here anymore. But I just kept hope alive, even when I had no hope. I just was like, you know what? Let's just one more day. Just one more day. And I just kept saying that to myself. And I would find a reason to keep going. And I really made it over that. Like, well, really for me, I felt like I was going through a deep valley. And I made it out through the other side. And then it took me on an uphill battle. And trust me, that was actually the toughest battle of my life. Like going through an uphill battle of just like, life is good and I'm going to experience it. And let myself know that I'm allowed to experience joyful things, and do the things I want to do in this life and be who I want to be and say what I want to say. Um, and now that I've come up over it, after that, like, I really was kind of just like sitting and appreciating this new perspective on life and definitely went through, started getting cloudy up here. Went through, like I said, my cocoon phase again. And I definitely feel like I kind of closed myself off from the world. And I don't want to do that. Even like I was posting less on YouTube. That just shows like me closing myself off again and not sharing these spiritual videos and talking about us as a collective, which I feel like for me is my calling to talk about. But I even myself kind of went into that show because of stuff I was seeing online, of stuff I was experiencing in my own day-to-day life, and how everything affects, right? But changing that mindset of it's not always how's that saying? I hear it in my head, but I'm not hearing the words. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And trying to keep that mindset that the world isn't just happening to you. You have control. You have consciousness. You have free will. And I believe things happen for us, and we have the opportunity to grow and to learn from that experience. And it's baby steps. 11/11 when I'm saying that. It is baby steps. It really is one step at a time, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time. I know for me, I'll just give an example today. I was getting very frustrated, and it's so funny because today I asked the universe for patience because today I knew it was just going to be a very busy day. There's a big event going on in town, and so I asked the universe knowingly. I was like, please give me patience. Oh my god. I don't want to give the specifics on the situation because I'm not here to like shame anyone, right? But I was getting really irritated about a situation, and I was like, okay, what can I do for myself? Because I know I'm getting irritated to kind of help alleviate this. So I ended up talking to one of my someone I trust, and I was like, hey, I just want to talk to you about this real quick. And got it out of my system, and she was able to provide me some support. And it just took that step of me being aware of my own feelings of like, okay, well, I don't want to project it onto that person because I don't know what's going on in their head. They could be stressed out. They could, like just giving them benefit of the doubt, having that patience of kindness, and then reflecting it inward, and then able to get that help for myself, and get support on that. And I didn't have to yell at, didn't have to yell at anyone. I didn't lose control, right? I just kept breathing and kept going with it, and just, like I said, stayed patient and kind. Where was I going with that? I lost my train of thought again. I just heard in my head to pull a tarot card, so we're just gonna kind of segue onto that. I hope what all I'm saying is making sense. I kind of forgot half the stuff I talked about, but as stated, I just told the universe just to use me as a vessel right now and to say what the universe needed to say. I actually have two of my decks here that are my favorite. I have the Everyday Tarot deck, in case anyone's curious. That's that one. Need this. Also, quick shout out to BTS because they're back, baby. Oh my gosh. I think that's another thing that's helped me come out of my shell is BTS being back. I'm also going to pull a card from this deck. I love this deck. Did I just say the mic again? I'm so sorry. But I'm just going to pull one card each, and we're just going to read what that card has together. And I'm just going to kind of use this as a closing message, a way to close the message, see if the universe needs me to say anything else. So I'll collectively take a deep breath together. Oh, sorry, shaking the table. Okay, deep breath, ready? And let it out. Okay. I can't show you guys me shuffling, but ooh, lots of cards fell out, but I just want one card. If you made it to this point of the video, comment a purple heart. Ooh, okay, whoops, just moved the whole thing. Okay, there's one card for this deck, and then I'm gonna pull one card from the other deck real quick. I was going to show you guys, but I feel like that's just kind of... It's too late for me to be doing that. It's like 11:30. It's not too late, but it's late in the night, I guess. I say not too late as if it's not the next day already. That's funny. Anyways, let me hang on. Let me take a deep breath, re-ground myself again. Okay, I'm feeling this card. Okay. The first card, Page of Pentacles upright. And then the second card, oh, on the top it says your energy is appreciated. Wow. Okay, that's already crazy. And it's air. It loads. Is it focusing? I can't really tell. No, focus, please. Okay. Okay, let's read for the first one. I'm really out of practice with tarot cards, so I don't really remember everything. But I know Page is kind of like a new beginning, if I'm not wrong. So, Page of Pentacles says, you have created abundance. Now enjoy the fruits of your labors. Don't be afraid to splurge on something special for yourself. Use your wealth to create financial independence in the long term. Maybe that might help someone out there. I'm kind of like thinking about it for myself too, but I'm going to keep that internal. Oh, I read the wrong thing. Maybe someone else needed to hear that message. I just realized I read the wrong thing. Oh, here it is. Okay. You're inspired to start a new financial or career opportunity and set the potential to grow and manifest your goals. You're ready to up-level your skills and learn something new. I mean, I feel like that's kind of relating to me right now, just making this video, but maybe that might resonate with you all watching out there. And then the other card, Air. This deck, what's it called? This Magic Oracle deck. I don't know what the name is, but I like this one a lot. It's probably my favorite deck. Nope. Okay, this one's a bit of a longer one. Oh gosh. Might need my glasses. No, I'll be fine. Okay. Air is our life giver. It is where the spirits live. We connect to the element of air as we breathe, and we are fully present. We find ourselves in stressful or overwhelming situations. We often lose awareness of our breath, sometimes finding ourselves gasping while we inhale. When we consciously breathe deeply, we breathe into the parts of ourselves that we don't always breathe into. When we breathe this way, magic can be revealed. Our bodies can disclose secrets and unresolved feelings that are hidden within. When we are disconnected from the element of air, we often find ourselves out of sync, feeling like we are moving through life aimlessly and a little lost. We might feel we are drifting with no direction and are unable to think clearly because of the thousands of thoughts and ideas that are rushing around our minds. It is time to connect to your breath. That definitely aimed at me. Connect to the abundance of air. Whoa, okay, hang on. Connect to the abundance of air that is available for you to breathe. Think of it as an energy exchange with the spiritual world. Gently breathe in and then breathe it back out. You are in the flow. That's interesting because on the tarot card talked about having abundance, right? Abundance and wealth, but in this case, abundance of air. And what I just heard in my head was get back into meditation. That's what I heard. And I know it's a call out for me, but maybe to whoever's watching this, that's a call to you. Meditate. When we meditate, it's kind of in a way of connecting with ourselves, being focused, being present, and it can be very spiritual, grounding, and in a way like a prayer. So I think to end this off, we just all take 3 breaths together. Let's just take the moment to do that together, okay? Ready? Close your eyes. Okay, let's breathe in. Hold and out. 2 more. Breathe in. Hold and out. Last one. Breathe in. Hold and out. Well, I know I definitely feel a lot better after doing that. But thank you everybody for watching this video, and I hope this resonates. And like I said, I kind of forgot half the stuff I said on here, but I trust this universe and I trust spirit, and I know this will find who it needs to find. Please take care and stay safe out there, okay? Bye.